From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clark County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
And here is the top story Athens is talking about, presented by Drake Realty. The University of Georgia's CyberArch program, which provides free cybersecurity reviews to local government, school systems, and hospitals, has received a $500,000 grant from Google. This funding is part of Google.org's $20 million commitment to support cybersecurity workforce development. The CyberArch program pairs student interns with organizations in need of cybersecurity assistance, and the grant will help expand these clinics and create new ones. The program coordinator, Mark Lupo, emphasized that the funding will enhance the program's capacity to serve more students and communities, contributing to the development of stronger cybersecurity workforce. This from the Athens Banner Herald. Jason Ross, a junior national qualifier from Vienna, Virginia, has verbally committed to the University of Georgia, where he will join in the fall of 2025. Ross, who swims with Machine Aquatics, excels in sprint freestyle events. He achieved 7th place in the 50-meter freestyle at the NCSA LCM Championships and secured silver in the same event at the Potomac Valley SCY Championship. His best times include 20.42 seconds in the 50-meter free and 46.66 seconds in the 100-meter free. Ross is currently a junior at DeMatha Catholic High School and has a strong performance record in various championships. This from Swimming World magazine. The Athens Anti-Discrimination Movement and Athens Against Cop City co-hosted a benefit show featuring musical guests and speakers to protest the construction of Cop City, also known as the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. The $90 million project, which began in 2021, has faced political and environmental criticism due to its extensive training facilities spanning 85 acres, including a mock city for police training. It also encroaches on Atlanta's largest green space, the Weelaunee Forest, which plays a crucial role in air pollution reduction and carbon storage. The protest aims to oppose Cop City's construction and calls for police accountability through the Athens Public Safety Civilian Oversight Board. Despite the project's unfinished status, there have been arrests and even fatal shooting during related protests. UGA Students Against Cop City continues to advocate against its completion. This from the Red and Black.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my 2nd year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
And here's your social media segment. April Moore Skelton from Athens posted on Old School Athens GA. This is going to be a deep dive, and if you unearth this for me, we should be friends. I want so bad to see the wallpaper from pediatrician Dr. O. Bon Kwan's office on Chase Street in the 1980s. It was in the waiting room, but also the exam room. It had a repeat of tree houses with Disney characters, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, but also those weird Jim Crows. These images are seared into my hardwiring because I was sick a lot as a kid. Come on, sleuths. Anybody else a patient of Dr. Kwan? I loved him so much. And here are some of the top comments. Kathy McCorkle-Brinson from Sauté said, my kiddos also went to Dr. Kwan, 1980 to 1992. Cheeseburgers, french fries, Miss America. And if the children were crying when he walked in the room, he would start waving and saying, bye-bye, goodbye, and they would stop crying, thinking he was leaving the room. He was a wonderful clinician. Christy Wall from Athens commented, yes, I was his patient. My mama told me that I would fake being sick just so I could go see him. She said I would hold up my pointer finger and say, Dr. One. And finally, Lane A. Spratlin said, love Dr. Kwan. He always took care of my kids if they got sick while we were visiting family. Always called my daughter, Miss America. And when he checked my son's stomach, he'd say, let me check your hamburger. I'm sure all the little girls were Miss America and hamburgers were checked as necessary. Wonderful man. A Bitcoin enthusiast and early blockchain tech contributor named Jimmy Zhang, who had stolen cryptocurrency from the original Silk Road back in 2012, lived a lavish but seemingly lonely life before being apprehended in 2019. He not only stole cryptocurrency, but also helped write the original Bitcoin code. Zhang was living in Athens, Georgia, where he was known for extravagant parties and spending thousands to fly friends across the country on a private jet. However, his connections appeared shallow and he struggled with loneliness. His fall began when his own Bitcoin was stolen, leading to government attention. Authorities found he possessed tens of millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency, and he eventually admitted to the Silk Road theft, which netted him 50,000 Bitcoins worth $3 billion. Now 33, Zhang has been serving a prison sentence for his actions. This from Futurisms.com. A 74-year-old Athens man was scammed out of $40,000 by a con artist posing as an Amazon representative. The scammer claimed the man's social security number was linked to criminal activity and persuaded him to withdraw money from his bank account. The victim was instructed to place money in a box and hand it over to a stranger who visited his home in a car with a New Jersey tag. When the con artist demanded more money, an employee at the bank became suspicious and contacted the police, thwarting further attempts to defraud the victim. Police are providing safety measures for victims as the suspect knows his address. This from Athens Banner Herald. Wes Johnson, the head coach of Georgia baseball, has secured a verbal commitment from North Oconee standout Noah Allen. Allen, a right-handed pitcher and first baseman in the class of 2025, is 6'6" and can throw a fastball at speeds up to 92 miles per hour. North Oconee baseball coach Jay Lastly expressed excitement about Allen's commitment to UGA, as it allows him to play close to home and join the University of Georgia. The Bulldogs have had success recruiting players from North Oconee, which has won 2 consecutive Class 4A state championships. As the season of respiratory illnesses begin, including the flu, COVID-19, and RSV, it's essential to take precautions to protect yourself and the community. The CDC recommends getting flu shots in September and October, with flu season peaking in December through February. The University of Georgia's Flu GA initiative offers free flu vaccines at various campus locations. Updating your COVID-19 vaccine is also crucial to protect against variants. You can get boosters at places like CVS, Publix, Kroger, and the UGA's University Health Center. Free COVID-19 tests are available through covidtest.gov. The CDC recommends RSV vaccinations for adults aged 60 and older. It's crucial to get vaccinated and tested to protect the immunocompromised and prevent the spread of these infections. This from Red and Black.
Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.
This podcast aggregate content from other sources for informational purposes and is in no way trying to infringe on the copyrights or businesses of any other entities. All content posted up on the site is used under the Fair Use Copyright Law 107. All audio, media, and articles are copyrighted to the original owners. All audio on this podcast are embedded from YouTube.com and are owned by their respective copyright owners. No audio information are copyrighted or stored on our servers. The court ruled that linking or embedding copyrighted videos is not copyright infringement, even if the source video was uploaded without permission. However, we will gladly remove any audio clip upon valid request from respective copyright owners. Any owners also have the option to disable embedding his YouTube videos on other websites. News and press articles are owned by the respective copyright owners. Where possible, the appropriate accreditation or source of the article is given on the same page. The audio-video files on the site are for listening purposes only. Downloading of these files to one's computer is strictly prohibited. They are owned by the respective copyright owners. If it is in the organization's belief that the usage or specific content used on our site containing copyrighted knowledge conflicts with authorized use and/or does not comply with fair use as described in the context, contact us through our contact page and we will remove the offending content immediately. Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast.